Hi guys, here I am. I'm going to kind of demonstrate my, I haven't posted anything on the site for quite a while, so I figured I need to get caught up. I'm doing a 6DOF build, actuator build, and I figured I'd show you my actuators, because I got a little different way of going about it. Excuse me if I speak fast, but I only got an 11-minute window on my camera, so it allows me to record, so let's get started. I designed all my own STL files. Unfortunately, I had to print these out in ABS. I recommend doing them in carbon fiber, but I ran out and I have a bunch of ABS laying around. But there's 80% infill, so I hope they're going to work. This is carbon fiber. So anyway, I threaded inserts in all the holes. These are furniture inserts. These ones here. Now I recommend resting them on your Allen wrench, and heating them up with a torch, and then feeding them in. If you're not, you're spreading the plastic, it's crackling, and you can run the risk of compromising the integrity of your 3D print. By heating them up, not only are you not spreading them, but you're burning threads into the plastic, which is better because now you're creating threads instead of spreading threads. So it's a better way to do it. Anyway, this here is my 1605 ball screw. This is just electrical conduit that I buffed the hell out of to get it shiny like that. I'll explain this wheel here in a second. This is a 3D print because this doesn't fit over my ball nut, so it's just to glue everything together. Careful while epoxying, don't get anything on your threads. That's just common sense. Alright, so these get threaded inserts as well. The heat applied ones that you get from Amazon, the little M4. They come with a little adapter, put on your soldering iron, and you just burn them in. But I haven't done it yet. So anyway, okay, so pretty basic so far, the same as everybody else, like this. Oh, this is just a Schedule 60 plumbing pipe, I believe. This notch here is for the wheel that I mentioned before. Instead of going with guide rods, how everybody has guide rods coming up through here, and it's just, man, to stop the hemorrhaging of spending in AliExpress, I went with this route. Just less spending, less stuff. Plus, I get to use a smaller outside diameter tube because I don't have all that crap in here to compensate for. Less 3D prints, all that. So this notch slips right over that little. Oh yeah, I put my little tabs on here to stop from twisting. Yeah, that's gonna stop our from this thing from twisting around and allow it to go up and down. Instead of the guide rods, that's gonna serve that purpose. And it works pretty damn good. I'll show you the action here in a second. These are just 5/16 all thread, which is probably the most expensive part out of all this plastic shit. These things are like $7 a piece. They're usually a little bit longer, but I mean, as far as what you're getting, they're pretty damn expensive. Let me check my time limit. Oh yeah, okay, we got plenty of time. We got 8 more minutes. Alright, so I'm not going to thread these all the way in just for demonstration purposes. Oh, and you got a basic ADST 750 watt servo motor. A little more robust of a motor coupling than the other one with the little inserts. And not for any more expensive either. AliExpress, man, it's pretty. You gotta wait a while to get your shit sometimes, but man, their prices are awesome. And sometimes stuff comes really quick. I think this came in like 4 days, really, to tell you the truth. Those came really fast. I was surprised. They must have had a warehouse here in the States. So a lot of times they do. Alright, so we got those in. Just slip this over. Oh, that's just a LMEK 12 or 30 linear bearing on top here. I know it's supposed to go inside. I know that these are supposed to go inside, but that just looks so ugly. It was just so blunt on the top, So I like this better, so I went with that. And that 3D print that we have right here, that acts as our stop. You don't want to use the wheel as a bump stop because it shatters the wheel. I made that mistake. That's why this little groove or little indentation in the print is there, because I didn't have that there and I ran it down and it just destroyed the wheel, that little roller. Oh, this roller, by the way, is just your AliExpress has every kind of roller you can imagine on there, so you can just throw a dart at their website and pick one. But It's just basically a closet door roller, type thing. with a U groove in it to accommodate for this. Now I did have to work this edge quite a bit because my wheel wasn't quite wide enough to accommodate the thickness of this. So I had to work that, put a bevel on that quite a bit. So you could probably get away from that by, you're not going to go with my design anyway, but
track here.
get away from that.
This is a U-shape, or wheel's U-shape.
Wider groove wheel.
Pipe's a little thicker than this is anyway, so it doesn't want to roll unless you...
They've got every single size, make, and model you can even think of on AliExpress. I was blown away by how many different closet rollers they have in there. Every different color, every kind of material, anything you want. Metal, they got everything you want in there. AliExpress is pretty awesome, actually. Like I said, sometimes the shit's kind of cheap and you gotta wait a while, but it's worth it for the amount of money you save. Now, I'm not gonna worry about tightening these down too much. Just trying to show you this real quick because I'm trying to get back to my build, to tell you the truth. Alright. Now be careful while doing this. As we all know, this will burr the hell out of your ball screw. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My drill busted on me. Anyway. So here's the action. You see, I don't like this drill. It keeps running. Stop. Alright, so yeah, I mean, not bad. Tell you the truth. Do it one more time. I think that's gonna work pretty good. I don't think this ball screw's been greased yet. Yeah, I'm happy with it though. I think that'll work. Alright, let me get back to you after. Wait a minute, here we go. Yeah, alright. Okay, and oh shit, I left it extended. Oh well, ouch. Yeah, that thing hasn't been greased yet. Oh shit, get right out of the damn housing, out of that 3D print. There we go. Alright, the rest of this is pretty basic, things you've seen before. Flip that over. Basically, the only things different I have is I've done is I add this on top of my motor mount. I add these little tabs and make notches in my tube for it. I haven't busted these out yet. Yeah, pretty much probably the same as everybody else. Here's one with the slurry. And being this is ABS and I'm a little worried about it breaking, I slathered this one, the outside of this one with slurry to kind of melt the whole outside, to make it one piece, you know what I mean? I haven't put any inserts in any of these yet, I'm still printing. Yeah, just anything, being that it's ABS, anything to give it a little extra. This isn't slurry, this is just iron from the printer. I'm using a, these are at 80% infill, by the way. It takes 20 hours to print. I forget how much material it uses. You get about 2 of those and maybe 1 or 2 top pieces out of a roll. That's another reason why, you know, I recommend doing it with carbon fiber, but carbon fiber is $30 a roll, and I got 2 of these rolls for the price of that I would get for 1 of carbon fiber. So you do the math, man. I'm just trying to stop the hemorrhaging of fucking money, man. So we're gonna give this ABS a shot. At 80% infill, it should work, because I mean it doesn't take a whole lot of. Hopefully, it's not gonna be taking a whole lot of stress on this part. It's gonna be taking some, obviously, but. And then we're gonna go like this with this. You know, basic, just like everybody else. And then we're gonna go with these. You know, into the threaded inserts like this. We're gonna have 4 of those, and then we're gonna have a plate that slips over the back of here, sandwiches everything together. And then I'm yet to do this yet, but I'm gonna buy the little U-joint, what are they called, cross bearings, I believe, and 3D print some holders for them, and you know, put U-joints on the end of here, on the end of these. All right. All right, guys. This is just kind of show you a little bit about the because this is a failed print that I stopped it on accident. I pulled out the plug to the printer, and it doesn't have resume on power for some reason. But this is just to try to show you how much you're actually with 80% infill. I mean, look at that. It's pretty damn dense. It's damn near one piece. So I think it's gonna hold. I hope it's gonna hold. I think it will though. Because I mean, look at all that infill. I mean, it would be pretty. I don't know. Unless it just the plastic just flat out cracks on me. The ABS, I don't think it's gonna fail. We'll see. But like I said, I do recommend doing this in carbon fiber, or either at least PETG at the very least, or nylon maybe. But nylon's kind of flexible, so maybe not nylon. Anyway.